Two young girls vanish without a trace on Thanksgiving Day. The only lead is a broken-down RV and a suspect who may not even understand what he's done. As the investigation stalls, one father begins to question whether the law can actually save his child. The film opens in Conyers, Pennsylvania, where Keller Dover is in the woods with his teenage son, Ralph, teaching him to hunt. Keller offers a brief prayer and encourages Ralph to take the shot. After successfully hunting a deer, they return home. On the way, Keller recalls a principle passed down from his grandfather, emphasizing constant preparedness and the importance of being ready for the worst. He tells Ralph, "Pray for the best, prepare for the worst." At home, Keller's family is introduced, his wife, Grace, and their 6-year-old daughter, Anna. It is Thanksgiving Day, and they go to a neighboring house to celebrate with the Birch family, who live nearby. Franklin and Nancy Birch are close friends of the Dovers, and their children, Eliza and Joy, are also present. Joy and Anna, who are the same age, are close friends. As the adults prepare dinner, Anna and Joy go outside to play, accompanied by Ralph and Eliza. The children notice a parked RV and approach it, but are stopped before getting too close. As they leave, someone is shown watching them from inside the vehicle. Later, the families gather for dinner. Afterward, Anna and Joy ask permission to return to the Dover house to retrieve Anna's missing red emergency whistle. They are told to take Ralph and Eliza with them, but instead leave on their own. When the girls do not return, the adults begin searching. Ralph and Eliza confirm that Anna and Joy never came to get them.
Roger, you see my daughter walk by here? No, sir, Rob.
Initial assumptions that the girls are nearby give way to concern as time passes. The neighborhood is searched without results. Then Ralph recalls the RV seen earlier. Keller, Franklin, and others go to the location, but the vehicle is gone. The police are contacted. At the same time, Detective Loki is introduced. He's at a diner when he receives the report and proceeds to investigate. He locates the RV, but the driver crashes it while attempting to flee. The driver is apprehended, but the girls are not inside.
Where are those girls?
A search of the surrounding woods yields no results. At the station, Loki interrogates Alex Jones. Alex provides vague and inconsistent answers and appears mentally impaired. He denies involvement. Loki learns that Alex lives with his aunt, Holly. Visiting her, he is told that Alex lost his parents at a young age and has the mental capacity of a child. Forensic analysis of the RV produces no evidence. Loki orders further searches, including Holly's property. Meanwhile, search efforts in the woods continue, with Keller and Franklin participating. The following day, Loki speaks with both families. Nancy Birch is distraught. Grace Dover appears in denial, suggesting the girls may have run away and will return. Loki assures the families that the investigation is ongoing. He later informs them that there is insufficient evidence to charge Alex, noting his mental condition raises doubts about his ability to carry out the abduction.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Keller rejects this assessment. He continues to press Loki for answers as the legal constraints become clear. Without evidence, Alex can only be held for 48 hours. Loki requests an extension, but is denied. As the investigation continues, Loki follows multiple leads. At the home of a priest, Patrick Dunn, he discovers a hidden basement containing a decomposing body. Dunn admits that the man had confessed to killing children and that he killed him in response.
Tell me his name. He came to me for a confession. Said he'd killed 16 children. He bragged about it.
Loki takes Dunn into custody and orders further investigation. During this time, Keller learns that Alex will be released. He goes to the station as Holly arrives to take him home. As Alex is escorted out, Keller confronts him. Alex makes a statement suggesting knowledge of the girl's condition, which Keller interprets as an admission of involvement.
Talk. You're a free man. I'm a free man.
They didn't cry until I left them.
What did you say?
Afterward, Keller informs Loki of the statement, but Alex denies making it. Later, Keller begins monitoring Holly's house. When Alex notices Keller, he behaves erratically, further reinforcing Keller's suspicions. Keller abducts Alex and takes him to an abandoned apartment building he owns. The location is isolated and unused.
So, where'd you hear those words?
The next day, he brings Franklin there and reveals what he's done. Although Franklin objects, he ultimately remains involved due to concern for his daughter. Alex is restrained and questioned. Keller escalates from questioning to physical coercion, attempting to force a confession. Alex continues to deny involvement. Franklin participates reluctantly, but shows increasing discomfort.
Tell me where they are!
Meanwhile, Loki continues investigating. He reviews past cases involving missing children and identifies a pattern involving RV sightings. During a public vigil, he notices a suspicious man who flees when approached.
Hey!
A sketch is released to the public. Information later leads Loki to identify the man as Bob Taylor. At Taylor's residence, Loki finds disturbing evidence, including children's clothing and materials associated with confinement. Taylor is taken into custody. Testing reveals that the blood found is not human. Further investigation shows that Taylor had himself been abducted as a child and later developed an obsession with such crimes. During interrogation, he becomes unstable and ultimately takes his own life.
Go on! Put the gun down!
Separately, Alex, under continued duress, tells Keller that the girls are in the maze without clarifying further. Keller visits Holly under the pretense of concern about Alex's disappearance and attempts to gather information. Holly provides limited responses. Loki continues analyzing the case and connects the maze imagery to earlier evidence, including markings found with the body recovered from the priest's basement. He concludes that Taylor was not acting alone and that a broader pattern may exist. Joy Birch is eventually found alive. She is hospitalized and initially unresponsive. When she regains consciousness, she makes a statement that indicates Keller had previously been present at a relevant location. This leads Keller to return to Holly's house.
Where you going?
Keller?
Hey! Where's he? Stop that car! Stop it! Hey!
At the same time, Loki investigates Keller's movements and discovers Alex being held at the abandoned apartment building. He then proceeds to Holly's residence. At Holly's house, Keller is overpowered. Holly forces him to incapacitate himself and reveals her involvement. She explains that she and her husband abducted children over many years as part of a deliberate pattern following the death of their own child. Alex and Bob Taylor were among their earlier victims. Holly shows Keller an underground area where children were held. She shoots him and leaves him there before departing. Loki arrives at the house and identifies evidence linking Holly to the crimes, including a photograph of her husband wearing a maze symbol. He confronts Holly and engages in a shootout. Holly is incapacitated and Anna is found alive but in critical condition.
Right now! Right now!
Loki transports her to the hospital. The following day, reports confirm that Alex, whose real name is Barry Miller, has been reunited with his family after many years. Keller remains missing. Search efforts continue at Holly's property. As Loki prepares to leave, he hears a faint whistle. He pauses, listening, but the source is not immediately identified. The film ends without confirming his next action. In the end, the truth is uncovered, but at a cost that cannot be undone. When justice fails and time runs out, how far would you go to find the truth? And would you be able to live with the consequences?